One of the most powerful principles that can completely transform your life is the mirror principle. This principle isn't about following a specific technique or strategy, it's about understanding and becoming the person you wish to be. Think of it this way: if your goal is to tune into a divine frequency that only the chosen ones can hear, you must first attune your inner self to that frequency. Just like a radio must be on the right channel to receive a signal, you need to align your inner world to connect with this higher vibration. If you don't change what's within, no amount of external effort will help you hear the divine frequency. This is the core of the mirror principle. Your external world is a direct reflection of your inner state. If you can master this, everything around you will start to shift, aligning with the new energy you cultivate within. But this journey requires you to face your inner challenges, your doubts, and your fears, your own reflection that may not always be easy to confront. However, if you're truly ready for a significant transformation, this understanding is your key. When you begin to resonate internally with the divine frequency, you'll notice that your external reality starts to mirror this elevated state of being. This isn't a passive process, but an active engagement with your inner self, a commitment to transform the way you perceive yourself and the world. Remember, the mirror only reflects what it is shown. To tune into the divine frequency, show it the image of someone who is already in harmony with that higher vibration. What happens if you ignore this inner transformation? If you don't change internally, nothing in your external reality will shift. Imagine striving to hear that divine frequency, yet you're not attuned to it. The result is frustration, a sense of being out of sync, like trying to catch a broadcast on the wrong frequency. You might find yourself stuck in a cycle of disappointment, constantly trying new methods, yet never quite connecting with the divine guidance you seek. This is the consequence of ignoring the mirror principle. Without aligning your inner self, you'll continue to encounter the same obstacles, the same limitations. The world around you will reflect your unresolved internal struggles, keeping you in a loop of stagnation. The stakes couldn't be higher. If you miss this understanding, you risk living a life where the divine frequency remains just out of reach, an elusive whisper that you can never quite hear. This principle is not just about personal growth, it's about tuning into a higher consciousness, a divine presence that can guide you towards your true purpose. The cost of not engaging with this inner work is immense. It's the difference between living a life of divine connection and one of endless searching. By mastering the mirror principle, you don't just change your life, you align with a greater cosmic rhythm, where the universe responds to the frequency you emit. The choice is clear: transform within, or remain trapped in the same patterns that have kept you from hearing the divine message meant for you. Your reality is a mirror that reflects your inner world. The divine frequency you seek to hear is not something external, it's a vibration that resonates within you first. If you believe that you are disconnected, that you are unworthy of hearing this divine guidance, then that belief will manifest in your external world. The mirror of reality will simply reflect back to you the belief that you are not capable of tuning into this higher frequency. For example, if you think that you are not spiritually advanced enough to receive divine messages, the mirror of reality will present you with situations that reinforce this belief. You might find yourself surrounded by distractions, unable to find the stillness required to hear the divine voice within. This is why it's crucial to cultivate a strong, positive relationship with yourself and with the world around you. The divine frequency is always there, but whether you can hear it depends on the image you project in front of the mirror of reality. If you see yourself as someone who is aligned with divine energy, someone who is worthy and capable of receiving higher guidance, the mirror will begin to reflect that belief. Your external reality will start to shift, bringing you closer to the experiences and insights that confirm your connection to the divine. This isn't about forcing change in the outer world, it's about transforming the way you see yourself, which in turn changes what the world mirrors back to you. The mirror of reality is like a faithful companion, always reflecting what you truly believe deep within. If you want to hear the divine frequency, start by believing that you are already attuned to it. To truly connect with the divine frequency, you must first create a new identity and worldview that aligns with this higher vibration. This step is not merely about wishing for change, but embodying the qualities and mindset of someone who is already in tune with divine guidance. Start by asking yourself, who am I when I am fully aligned with the divine frequency? Consider the traits and characteristics you possess when you are living in harmony with this higher power. Are you peaceful, confident, deeply connected to your intuition? Visualize this version of yourself in as much detail as possible. Next, consider your worldview. How do you perceive the world when you are living in alignment with divine energy? Do you see the world as a supportive, nurturing place where everything unfolds according to a higher plan? Your worldview should reflect a deep trust in the universe, an understanding that everything happens for a reason, and that you are always being guided toward your highest good. Create powerful affirmations that reinforce this new identity and worldview. For example, you might say, I am a vessel for divine wisdom, and I trust that the universe always guides me to the right path. Or, the world is full of signs and messages from the divine, and I am always open to receiving them. Repeat these affirmations daily, allowing them to reshape your inner landscape. As you do, you'll notice subtle shifts in your external reality as the mirror begins to reflect this new, empowered version of yourself. One of the most important aspects of the mirror principle is understanding the natural time delay between internal change and external manifestation. When you make an internal shift, whether it's adopting a new belief, a new identity, or a new worldview, it doesn't immediately manifest in the physical world. This is because we live in a material world, where change takes time to unfold. The divine frequency you're tuning into operates in a different dimension, where things can happen instantaneously. But in our third dimensional reality, there's a delay as the energy of your new vibration gradually takes shape. This is where many people falter. They begin the process of internal transformation, but when they don't see immediate results, they lose faith and revert to their old patterns of thinking and behavior. This cycle of ups and downs is common, but it's crucial to remain patient and consistent. Remember, the mirror of reality is always reflecting your inner state, but with a delay. If you start to doubt or give up before the changes have had time to manifest, the mirror will reflect that doubt, and you'll see your progress begin to unravel. To successfully navigate this time delay, it's essential to maintain your new identity and worldview, even when the external evidence seems slow to appear. Keep affirming your connection to the divine frequency, keep believing in your worthiness to receive its guidance, and trust that the changes are on their way. The more you stay aligned with your new self, the faster the mirror of reality will begin to reflect the life you desire. The key to manifesting the reality you desire is to focus on what you want, rather than what you lack. This might seem simple, but it's one of the most challenging aspects of the mirror principle to master. Our minds are often drawn to what's missing in our lives, the gaps, the frustrations, the things that aren't going well. But the mirror of reality doesn't distinguish between positive and negative, it simply reflects what you focus on most. If you're constantly thinking about what you don't have, what's going wrong, or what you fear, the mirror will reflect those thoughts back to you, magnifying them in your external reality. Instead, shift your focus to what you want to create. Visualize the life you want to live, the connection to the divine frequency you wish to cultivate, and the abundance you want to attract. This doesn't mean ignoring your challenges or pretending everything is perfect. It means consciously choosing to focus your energy on what you want to grow, rather than what you want to avoid. By doing this, you begin to change the image that the mirror of reality reflects back to you. The more you focus on what you desire, the more the universe aligns to bring those desires into your life. Think of it as planting seeds. Every time you focus on what you want, you're planting a seed in the fertile soil of the universe. With time, patience, and consistent care, those seeds will grow into the reality you envision. But if you keep digging them up to check if they're sprouting, Or worse, if you start planting seeds of doubt and fear, you'll disrupt the process. Stay focused on what you want and trust that the mirror of reality is working to bring it to you. To truly master the mirror principle and connect with the divine frequency, you need to learn how to manipulate the mirror cycle effectively. Most people are stuck in a reactive cycle. They observe their current reality, form an internal image based on what they see, and then the mirror of reality reflects that image back to them. This creates a loop where nothing really changes, because the internal image is always a response to the existing external conditions. To break free from this cycle, you need to reverse the process. Instead of letting your current reality dictate your internal image, start with the image you want to project. Decide what you want to experience and hold that vision firmly in your mind. This could be the image of someone who is fully in tune with the divine frequency, someone who effortlessly receives guidance and lives in alignment with a higher purpose. Once you have this image, stop focusing on the current reality that doesn't align with it. Turn your back on the reflection and concentrate solely on the new image. As you do this, the mirror of reality will begin to reflect the new image back to you. This might not happen immediately, but with persistence and faith, you will start to see changes. Small shifts at first, but these will build momentum over time, eventually transforming your entire reality. The key is consistency. Keep reinforcing the new image, no matter what the current reflection shows. Over time, the mirror will have no choice but to reflect the new reality you've created internally. As you begin to see changes in your external reality, it's crucial to confirm and affirm these shifts. When the mirror of reality starts to reflect the new image you've projected, even in small ways, take note of it and affirm that this is the new direction of your life. This reinforcement is essential because it helps to solidify the new pattern you're establishing. For example, if you notice that you're starting to feel more connected to the divine frequency, acknowledge this. Say to yourself, "I am attuned to the divine frequency, and it is guiding me every day." By doing this, you're telling the mirror of reality to keep reflecting this new state of being. The more you affirm the positive changes, the stronger and more consistent they will become. It's like watering a plant. Each time you affirm a positive change, you're giving it the nourishment it needs to grow. Without this reinforcement, the new image may fade, and the old patterns could reassert themselves. So, make it a daily practice to affirm the positive changes you observe, no matter how small they may seem. This practice will help you stay aligned with the divine frequency and ensure that the new reality you're creating continues to unfold. Transforming your reality through the mirror principle requires persistence and patience. Change doesn't happen overnight, especially when it involves deep internal shifts. It's easy to get discouraged if the external world doesn't immediately reflect the internal changes you're making. But remember, the mirror of reality operates with a delay, and your job is to stay committed to the new image and worldview you've created, even when the results aren't immediately visible. Patience is not about passively waiting, it's about maintaining your focus and intention over time. It's about trusting that the work you're doing internally will eventually be reflected in your external reality. This process is like tending to a garden. You plant the seeds, you water them, and you trust that in time, they will grow. You don't dig them up every day to check if they're sprouting, you trust the process. The same is true with the mirror principle. Stay faithful to your new identity, keep your focus on the divine frequency, and don't waver in your belief that the changes you desire are on their way. Over time, your persistence will pay off, and you will see the transformation you've been working towards. The mirror of reality will start to reflect the life you've envisioned, and you will know that your efforts have been worth it. As we journey through life, seeking to connect with higher truths and divine frequencies, the mirror principle stands as a powerful tool for transformation. It teaches us that our external reality is a direct reflection of our internal state, and that by changing within, we can change the world around us. The process is not always easy. It requires facing our own inner challenges, committing to a new identity, and maintaining faith in the face of delays. But the rewards are profound. By mastering the mirror principle, you open yourself up to the divine frequency that only the chosen ones can hear. You align your life with a higher purpose, and you begin to experience the world in a new way, where everything is connected, and every moment is infused with meaning. The mirror of reality will always reflect back to you what you project, so choose to project the highest version of yourself. Remember, this journey is ongoing. The divine frequency is always available to those who are willing to tune in, to those who are ready to embrace their true potential. As you continue to apply these principles, you'll find that your reality begins to shift in ways you never imagined, bringing you closer to the divine guidance and support that has always been there, waiting for you to connect.